Okay, guys, it is another beautiful day today, and we'll be checking out our signals on the GainX 1200. I actually posted this in the Telegram channel yesterday night, and of course, we're going to check out the outcome of the signal and see if it's profitable or not. But before we go fully into it, in case you're joining me for the first time, I welcome you all to Qora Digital Cash. And if you love the content you are getting from here, kindly give me a follow right now, like this video and share this video with friends and family. Remember, if you have any question at all, kindly drop your question down there in the comment section, or you reach out to me via the WhatsApp personally. I will be there to reply you. Okay. So quickly, let's jump into what we are having right here. Okay. So like I said, GainX 1200 was one of the signals which I posted within the Telegram channel yesterday. Okay. And of course, all the signals I posted on all the assets yesterday did very well and they were amazing. So I'm going to be using this as an example. The reason why I'm using this because this is having a unique structure, and I'm going to tell you one or two things why you should have a basic knowledge of whatever you are doing, in even though you are having the best trading tool, but you should still have your basic knowledge. This will help you to know when to stay away from some trouble whenever you are trading. Okay, let's dive into it right away. So if you should notice this structure on the chart or on the screen, this got to the support zone at this region. It was unable to break out from there. So it changed the direction of the trend from a downtrend into an uptrend. And that is why this trading tool, which I am using, gave me an uptrend signal right from here. Okay. But if you should notice, there are major pullbacks in between, not just pullbacks, major pullbacks. Okay, because this is 15 minutes time frame for an asset to come down, an asset that is going on uptrend, for it to come down from here to this region is a lot. Okay, because it is 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so if you want me to prove that to you, let's check out the amount of candles created for it to come down to this. Okay, that is 22 candles, guys. 22 candles. Now multiply it by 15 minutes. It will tell you the number of minutes, hours spent for it to finish up with this pullback. Okay, so that shows that it is a lot, I mean a big drop down. Okay, so at that particular point, okay, but it went back up again because it's more of an uptrend downtrend. So it's had another major pullback here again. Let's check out the amount of candles traded for it to get that pullback. Okay, this is 25 candles, you can see. So that is what I'm saying. Okay, so then from there it went back up again and it got to this region. So at this point, it was unable to break out from there. So it's had another pullback. Okay, so this is a resistance zone. So we don't know if this is just going to be a pullback and go back up again and break out above this resistance zone, or probably it's going to go fully into a downtrend. Remember, if an asset or a market movement gets to this resistance zone, if it does not break out above it, then it's going to change the direction of the trend. Okay, but because we have been having a major pullback in between, we need to be sure if this is going to be a pullback also, or probably it's going to go fully into a downtrend. Okay, so we need to be very sure of that. And how can we be sure of that? Okay, of course, the indicator has given us a downtrend signal just the way it gave us around there and also around there, but which later on led into another big uptrend. Okay, so this is very, very important. So we need to be very sure if this is going to be a pullback also, or probably it's going to be a total change in direction of the trend. And for us to be sure of this, I needed the trend line. Okay, so I asked to pull the trend line to mark up all the upper limits and the lower limits. Okay, so because I want to see if there will be a breakout from there. Okay, so immediately I noticed the breakout, I decided to check out where, I mean, the best place we can jump into the market. Okay, so I notice that okay, it got to this point around there and it went back up, got there around there also and it went back up. So I decided to place the entry points um a little bit below that. Okay, below those stopovers. Okay, so when I did that, I said, okay, if it gets to that point, then it can pick the entry point. It picked the entry point, sold for a while, almost got to my first TP, okay, and it went back up. Okay, at that point, I was like, wow, hope this is not an issue. Okay, and of course, I also placed the stop loss at this point. Okay, so you all can see that. Okay, so I placed the stop loss at this point. Okay, so this is just to let you know how I did the analysis and the signals which I posted in the Telegram channel, how I was able to come up with it, so that you guys will also know how you can handle a situation like this when next you see something like this. Okay, so I had to put my stop loss at the top right here. So you can see it's almost got to the stop loss, but it didn't get there. And meanwhile, I purposely put my TP here not too far, um although it's big enough for us to make a good amount of profit from here, because this is 15 minutes time frame. But I purposely put my first TP here because I am not sure of this market structure, if this is going to lead into a downtrend fully. Okay, because of this breakout, I decided to go in because I believe it should sell more. But it got to the tip of the TP and it didn't activate the TP before going back up, and I was like, with this, it's the stop loss, but it didn't. It went back again and got to the TP, and that gave me a big relief. That was the first TP. Okay, so I was really happy to announce this in the Telegram platform. And as it was going, I even thought it would get to the second TP immediately, but it didn't get there. Range around there for a while before going back up again and picked it up all over again. And this time around, it got to the second TP, which was even bigger than the first TP. And of course, this morning you can see, most especially when you are trading on higher time frame, it takes some time before it achieves most of the TPs we usually set sometimes, most especially when the market is a bit slow. You can see it playing around. Sometimes it will play around a single line for a very long time. Sometimes it will have a major pullback before going down again, because it got to the second TP yesterday night, and check out when it is just getting to the third TP. Okay, that's so amazing. So it just got to the third TP right now, and based on this, I have a belief that this should even get to this region, which should be the fourth TP. If it breaks out from there, then we expect it to get to this TP. Okay, so this might not be visible, okay, but it is also possible for it to get there. But this particular one, I feel it should get to this region right from there. Okay, so this is very, very important. Okay, so you guys can learn from everything which I have done right here, for you to understand how some of these things works, how you should do your analysis. The trading tool is a good one, and of course you can see it helps us to analyze better. We can easily see the trend of the market, just that we need to be sure of all these breakouts sometimes in order for us to go fully into it, because of the movement we've been having from here. You can see it right from here. So it is possible for this to push it up again and even go higher than this and break out above this. Okay, but since it didn't do that, since that didn't happen, so we relied on the breakout, which we eventually got around here, and we jumped into the system, and of course this is what we got at the end of the day. So I am really happy that we are able to achieve this together. So guys, I will be stopping right here. Remember to give me a follow right now, like this video, and share this video with friends and family. Thank you.